Hello everyone, welcome to S2S Classes. In this video, we will study Chapter 2 of Class 3rd NCERT of Unit 1, that is, The Magic Garden. If you have not subscribed our YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. So let us begin with the chapter now. The Magic Garden was in a school playground. It was very pretty. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. So now we know that the magic garden was situated in the school playground. It was very pretty, and what all it had. The sunshine fell on this garden more than on any other, and the flowers danced and sang happily. They said to one another, "We have hundreds of little gardeners." They were the children from the school. So the sunshine fell on the ground very nicely, and thus the plants, they were very happy as the sunshine was so hard, and even they had hundreds of little gardeners, which were the children of the school. One sunny morning the flowers were talking to the birds. "I love all the children, but I love the dear little ones most of all," said a poppy. "I like them to bring their watering cans and water my thirsty roots." "Yes," said the marigolds, "the boys are good to us too. They dig the ground so well." So the flowers and the birds were talking among each other, and the flowers were talking to the birds. So Poppy said that I love all the children, but I love the younger little ones who bring their water cans and water my thirsty roots. In that context, Marigold said that the boys are too good because they dig the ground so well so that they have proper roots. Then, "We love the little children," said a tiny bird. "They are kind and they bring bread for us." Now the birds replied that they also loved the tiny children because they're very kind and they brought breads for them. All the flowers said, "We must work hard to make our dresses very pretty, for the children will be here soon." The sun said, "I'll help you also, for nothing pleases me better than to see the children running about in the golden sunshine." Suddenly the children came out laughing and singing, and the flowers stopped their songs to listen to them. "Oh, look at the tall sunflower," said one child, and the sunflower lifted its head very proudly. Another child said, "I love the marigold in its golden dress." The marigold smiled happily. So as the birds and the plants were talking to each other, they discussed now that they should make their dresses very pretty so that the children will be here soon and they'll be happy by seeing it. Now the sun replied that he will also help the plants as well as the birds to look beautiful because he loves when the young children run in the golden sunshine. Now the suddenly children came to the playground, and all the flowers and the birds stopped talking to listen to them. Now one of the child complimented the sunflower and said, "Look at the tall sunflower." And thus the sunflower very proudly lifted his head up, and one of the child complimented the marigold and said, "It has its golden and beautiful dress." So the marigold smiled. Now let's see what happened next. It was indeed a magic garden because it had fairies too. They danced and sang sweet songs which only the children could hear. After a time the fairies came out dancing and talked with the children. Their dresses were made of flowers and their wings of sunshine. The magic garden was quiet that night. The flowers and birds were asleep and dreaming of the next day when the children would come again. So this is the small part which has been adapted from the story The Fairy Garden, and the author's name is given here. So this is a very small part, and it says that it is indeed a magical garden because along with the plants and birds talking to each other, there lived fairies too. The fairies who came to the ground sang the songs and danced, and they loved the children so much that only children could hear them. So after the long time, fairies came out when they danced and they went back, and it was the time of the night. So the magic garden was very quiet because all the flowers and the birds were waiting for the next day to come and see the children who would come there again. So here are some new words which we learned: magic, garden, gardeners, playground, sunshine, golden, and dreaming. We'll discuss the meanings. So the first word is magic. These are the new words which we learned in the chapter. So magic is tricks that seem to be impossible. So there are some quick tricks. And when we use the word in the sentence, we can say that the windows started to get closed by magic. The second word is garden. Now, garden is a piece of ground for growing flowers, fruits, and vegetables. For example, the garden has fresh green grass to walk upon. Then we have gardeners. Now, gardeners are the people who take care of the garden. Take care of the garden. Then we have playground. It is an outdoor area for children to play. The playground was very clean in the morning. Then we have sunshine, golden, and dreaming. So sunshine basically means the direct sunlight. Golden is used for shining, like he has curly golden hair. Now the seventh word is dreaming, which we are all familiar with. Thoughts or images that come in mind when we are asleep. So when we are all sleeping, we dream of different things. So these were the new words we learned in the chapter, and we just now discussed their meanings. Next we have reading is fun, and here are a few questions which we need to answer. So the first question is, why did the flowers love the little children? The flowers loved the little children because they brought watering cans and water their thirsty roots. Then we have, why did the birds love the children? The birds loved the children as they brought bread for them. Then we have, name 5 flowers growing in the magical garden. So we can name any 5. Marigold, sunflower, roses, poppies, and the pansies. Then we have, what sounds could the children hear in the garden? The children could hear the sweet songs of the fairies in the garden. So we are done with all the 4 questions. It says talk time. Roses. I like roses. Most roses are red. Some are white, some are yellow. Are there blue roses? I have not seen any blue roses. Now, which one is your favorite flower? And learn its name in English. So my favorite flower is actually a rose only. So you can tell your favorite flowers in the comment section. Then we have say aloud. We need to pronounce these words a little aloud, and you need to practice them at home. So I'll pronounce them for you once in the video right now. Little, happily, slippery, people, sleepily, thirsty, purple, proudly, and pretty. Then it says team time. Now what you need to do in team time is to make a flower scrapbook, and the steps have been given here. So let us read the steps one by one. Firstly, you need to collect any 5 flowers you want to. Then you need to put each flower carefully between the pages of an old book, like it has been done in this picture. Then place some heavy books on top of the old book and leave it for some days, like this. Now stick the pressed flowers carefully in your scrapbook and write the name of each flower. So it will look like this, and you need to paste it and write the names, and then your scrapbook will be ready. This is a creative activity which you can do at home, and you'll really enjoy it as it will look really beautiful. Now it says name 2 words in each petal which you see in a garden. So what we need to do is we need to name any 2 words in the petals and which we see in the garden. We need to write for the insects, for the trees, for the flowers, tools, as well as the birds. So let us say A, B, C, D and E. Now A is for the insects. We can write caterpillar as well as the grasshopper. Caterpillar and the grasshopper. For B, we have trees. We can write mango as well as apple. For the birds, we can write sparrow and the crow. For tools, we can write hammer as well as a screwdriver. And then for flowers, we can write rose and marigold. So this has been completed. The next we have, imagine you have a big garden. What would it look like? And draw a picture here. So what you need to do is, you need to imagine if you have a big garden, what would it look like? Draw a picture here. So I'll show you a picture of a very cute garden which I imagine to have. You can draw it, and this is completely based on your creativity as well as imagination. So you can do it in whatever way you want to do. So look, this is a picture of a garden, very big garden kind of. It has many vegetables grown and some fruits, and the grass is everywhere. So this is the kind of garden I imagine. You can do it, and you can draw a picture over here. Now the next is, what would you like to grow in your garden? Write 3 sentences in the names of the flowers that you might like to grow in your garden. In my garden, I would like to grow roses. As I said, rose is my favorite flower. I would like to grow lilies. Lilies are actually very pretty. And I would like to grow sunflowers because they shine differently. So this is my imagination and my preferences. They can completely be changed according to yours. So with this, we have come to the end of the chapter, and we learned the names of different trees, flowers, insects. We learned about the magical garden. We learned the pronunciation of some new words, and we also learned that how to make a scrapbook. Now if you have any confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and give your valuable comments in the section below. With this, we have come to the end of the chapter. We'll study the next chapter or the poem in the next video. Thank you.